So thank you very much for joining us. So nice to meet you. We meet in Bombay and now we're meeting in Riyadh.
Absolutely.
So what brings you to Riyadh? What brings you to FII?
Oh, I think FI heard about it, and it's a Davos in desert, and that's the next level that you meet the kind of people. It resonates with the ethos of the firm, the purpose of the firm, because apart from doing usual complex, innovative transactions, we also shape the future of law. And when we see the people here, and meet people, interact with them, at the chairman of Goldman Sachs or Carlyle or other ones, you get a global perspective as to what's happening, not only happening, but I think this is about future investment. So, you understand what are the future trends. And based on that, we do research, writing papers on the strategic, legal, tax, ethical issues, because all these issues are going to become so relevant. Because just investment return is not enough. I think social responsibility, the issues, that ethical issues will come up. Jeffrey Sachs talked about the future of work in some ways, and I think how do we resolve that? So there is huge learning here on the one side, and also it allows us and inspire us to do work and thinking on the future things. So how can we shape the society better? What can we do to contribute 1 cent value? As lawyers, this is what you do. So we are research-based.
So what has been your big takeaway in the summit so far in terms of where the world is moving, what global leaders are thinking?
Yeah, there are 2 or 3 things. First, let me talk about a local thing. When I landed here, I never realized that 90% of the immigration staff was women.
Yes.
Our impression about Saudi is that women is suppressed, women is doing this and that, and all the kind of stuff. But amount of participation I saw of women here was amazing. I think they have done a far greater job than what we think.
Lovely hospitality.
Yeah.
They greeted
Excellent
us well. The way,
hospitality, yes.
My experience has just been the first 12 hours and I'm already feeling at home. So you can see the vibe.
Yeah, vibes.
You can feel
Absolutely.
the energy. And they are really making you, like we say in Hindi, Atithi Devo Bhava.
Yes,
the spirit
exactly.
of Atithi Devo Bhava has been followed here.
Absolutely. In fact, other principle now we are looking at Vasudhaiva Kutumbakam, and how much little we know about outside world. We are so entrenched into India, no doubt about it, that's not a bad news. But at the same time, we also need to know what's happening elsewhere in the world. For example, Africa. Okay, we think India is the youngest nation in the world. African average population 19 years. And therefore, that is going to become next big wave. It's still a little dark. Some people have no idea as to what's happening. But those are the kind of things you understand, and you have an opportunity to contribute. Indian technologists, can help shape the future of Africa. I think this is the way I look at it. But the most important thing is understanding the trends apart from AI, which is now current. There are a lot of other things that are happening, and our role would evolve from compliance, transactions, to crisis management, to most importantly ethical issues. Because all these technologies are going to bring huge amount of ethical issues, and if you are not socially responsible thinker, then probably, we don't have a good future. But I'm sure there are a lot of people who
How
think...
is the field of law changing because of AI? Can you give us an example?
Oh yeah, absolutely. As I was mentioning, compliance is almost automated. Next 5-7 years, the transactions, the deal making, even the negotiation is already being done experimental level by AI. Okay, third role that will be crisis management, strategic thinking, use of law as a strategic instrument, and finally the ethical issues. So role of lawyers will evolve from routine transactions or compliances to the next level of societal changes.
Any other thought which you would say would be a key takeaway from you from the summit?
Well, I think India, or most of the Indians don't know much about this place and what's happening here. We are so obsessed with the Davos, which I also enjoy going. But I think one takeaway is that we need to know more about, and we need to establish contacts with the people here in Saudi Arabia. And every third person is a prince. So if you see, but they are so humble, amazingly simple, humble.
So true.
And they are mini sovereign funds. Okay, so for investment mobilization and for investment in India, I think this is what is a something that we need to really look into.
Well, lovely to meet you here. And
Thank you so much.
अब रियाद में
Thank
मिलते हैं,
you.
next time मुंबई में मिलेंगे.
हाँ, correct. मुंबई में याद करना रियाद से आके. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Bye.
If you like this video, then like, share and subscribe to ET Now.